Hi everyone, I'm on again today because what I want to talk to you about is something that I have come to coin the unrelenting pressure to succeed. Now, I didn't come up with this, I found it, but when I came across it, I was forcibly struck. And there were three things that were coming to my mind that I want to share with you that I'd like you to maybe think about tweaking or adjusting. Top of the list are typical expressions that we seem to bandy about without really fully appreciating how much they then become our adage or our principle. And one of those, for example, is life is too short. Well, the problem with someone coming up with you to sort of say life is too short, or you haven't used all of your potential, or there is so much more for you, is that actually it's not very helpful. I think in its own way what it does is put an unbelievable pressure to succeed on us because we think to ourselves that there isn't enough time to be able to do things. Well, I would say try this instead. There is plenty of time. Life is actually very long. And that really when you consider that you start being productive from something like the age of 20 and you don't stop until you're something like 70, your life is very long, there's plenty of time. And that it's really more about how you reflect on your achievements and how you push yourself to achieve those. And that if you are doing everything that you would like, then that means your time is about how you manage it. And it's not about pleasing other people. Now, the second thing I would say to you, which came to mind really, is this concept of time management. Now, this one was a biggie in the 1990s and the noughties, which was all about, let's make sure that we make to-do lists and that we prioritize and we delegate and so on. And I think there is a valued place for all of that. But I also think I came across something which really made sense to me at the time, and I'm going to share it with you now. It's not so much how much time you have in a day, it's your attitude to time that's really going to put you under pressure. If you think to yourself, there is never enough time in the day, then you will never have that time to be able to do everything. And actually, when you then look at your achievements, because you should, if you like, be ticking those off, instead of feeling satisfied with those, you will feel like, well, that's not enough. And yet, the simple principle is this. Try this for fun. If you actually look at the clock and it's top of the hour and it has a second hand, then close your eyes. And without counting the seconds, try and see whether or not you can open them at the 1 minute point. Now, I tend to find with executives and all high achievers, they open their eyes somewhere between 30 and 40 seconds past. And so what that tells me is it's proof, really, that for most of us, we are running fast all the time. And actually, we're not relaxed enough about how much time there is in a day. And so we pack it with a trillion things, when in fact, managing your expectations is the place to start. Now, the third thing I think I want to share is this one about peer pressure. And I'm a strong believer that we need our peers. We need people who are like-minded. We need people who drive goals, same as us. And we need to be able to talk about our plans. But particularly our strategic plans are probably best left for those really great aligned people who are very positive and very much have your back. Whereas sometimes sharing private or personal interests or goals with the wrong people actually means that it puts you under incredible pressure because the implication is they have something bigger or better. And in particular, I find this comes to bear when, you share your idea. For example, the one that came to mind was the 5 a.m. club, and then find that the peer pressure is pushing you so hard, you turn into the 4:30 a.m. club. Well, what's to stop that becoming 4 a.m.? And you can see my point. So let's just reach a conclusion here. Life is what you make it. It's what your perspective and your conditioning allow you to achieve. So start there and think about what I've said today. Take care, everyone. Been a pleasure as always.